we are going to read a story about the bear that snores on. And this is one of our KidzLit stories. So we're going to start doing our KidzLit stories every Tuesdays and Thursdays, just like we did in the after school program. So we're going to be reading a story and giving you something that you can do maybe with your family in the evenings. It's totally optional. It's just something that might be fun for you guys to do. So I don't know about you, but being at home, I have taken a lot more naps. And this story talks about a bear who sleeps through almost everything in his lair. And so a lair is where a bear lives. Sometimes they go there to sleep. So we're going to learn a little bit more about that. I'm going to show you the cover here. It looks like there's some friends that are going to be in this story. The bear snores on. Let's see what happens. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Do you notice how there's rhyming words? We have lair and bear. I want you to be listening for other rhyming words as I go through the book. See if you can write them down and see which ones rhyme. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. Cold wind howls and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. I remember when I was a little kid and my dad snored so loud, and if you fell asleep before him, it was like a lullaby, but if you fell asleep after him, you could just not get to sleep. It was just sound like a train coming. An itty bitty mouse, pitter pat tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. So our first character in this story is a little mouse. He lights a fire. The coals pip pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. This is a fairly big bear. Check it out. Little tiny fire, but the bear snores on. I wonder who will come to the story next. Right now we just have the little bitty mouse. Ooh. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. The mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Hello there, mouse," says hare. "Long time no see." So they pop white corn and they drink black tea. So a hare is another name for a rabbit. So he peeks in, and then they decide they're going to make popcorn and some tea. The mouse sips wee slurps, and the hare burps big burps. But the bear, he just snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs in the air. I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share. I've brought honey nuts, Badger says with a grin. Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in. So have you been noticing those rhyming words? Air and share. And on this page, see if you can find them. Grin and in. Rhyming words are kind of fun. Rhyming words are what we use in what we call poetry. And April is actually National Poetry Month, so that's going to be kind of cool. Maybe you can write your own poem. And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But what do you think the bear does? The bear snores on. There's nothing waking that bear up. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire and mouse seasons the stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear chew. He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. The bear gnarls and he snarls. The bear roars and he rumbles. The bear jumps and he stomps. The bear growls and he grumbles. He doesn't look too happy being woke up from his nice long nap. You've snuck in my lair, and you've all had fun, but me, I was sleeping, and I've had none. And he whimpers, and he moans, and he wails, and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. But then the mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea." Have you ever fussed about something and whined? Something didn't go your way? And then you have someone come along and say, "Hey, don't worry about it. We can still make this work." Those are the best kinds of friends. The bear gulps, the bear gobbles. He sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, bear can't sleep. But his friends snore on. They must have had quite a party. Okay, so I want you to do a couple things with this book. Number one of the things you can do is make a math problem out of it. Think about the number of people that came, and you can always go online and look at this book, or you can read it again. If you remember from memory, you can tell me how many people actually showed up in the bear's den before he woke up for the party. The second thing I'm thinking about what you could do is that you could think about a time that you have fallen asleep and you didn't hear anything that was going on, and it's kind of crazy that you didn't hear that, and tell that story to your parents or to your brothers and sisters. Another thing that you could do is to write your own poem, and so that would just be where every other line rhymes or every line rhymes at the end of each line. So if you've done any of those, I'd love for you to share those with me, because Miss Wagner loves to see all the creativity that you have. So this is Bear Snores On. It's a part of our KidzLit program, thanks to Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and we will continue to do these on Tuesdays and Thursdays while we're not together. God bless you.